G'day mates, it's the Doctor here, and this is something I usually don't talk about on my Thomas discussions. Merchandise. And what you see in front of you is a custom-made wooden railway station that my father created a long time ago, well over 20 years, because this station is just about as old as I am. And the last time I made a video like this was in 2015 with my Ertl collection, and why haven't I made more videos like that? Well, there is a reason, but let's talk about this station that I've had for many, many years. So, if you're wondering what kind of wood it's made of, the base and the body are made of Tasmanian oak, and the rooftops are made of pine wood. And it is noticeably softer, and I don't want to demonstrate, it's already taken a bit of damage there. And yeah, there's no details, no painting on it, and I don't know, it kind of makes it look more natural, doesn't it? You see all those wooden patterns. And as for the measurements on this thing, the base of it measures at 28 centimeters in length, and in width it measures at 13.5. For the rooftops, they measure at 25.8 centimeters, and in width they measure in 6 centimeters, and in height is 5 millimeters. So it's a very thin wood, and camera is not cooperating, choosing not to focus. And also the body of the station measures at 23 centimeters. The width is 6.8 centimeters, and the height of it measures at 8 centimeters. And as you can see, it is perfectly compatible with other tracks. But how can you tell the difference between the official and something custom made is because the official Thomas tracks have the Brio brand with what is clearly meant to be the copyright symbol there. I don't even know if there's a C in it. It would be funny if they could print that C inside the circle, which is already tiny. But yeah, it's compatible with other tracks. It's a little loose, but then again, you don't want it to be tight, and you know, eventually you snap the knobs off. And it's also noticeably darker than the official Thomas wooden tracks that were sold. But as you can see, you got Arthur, and he fits perfectly on the station. With that and the golden trucks. Now, if you're wondering where the rest of my Thomas wooden stuff is, unfortunately, when my parents split over 10 years ago, my mother sold my Thomas wooden collection, and I had a lot of them. And I'll be showing photos on screen as I'm talking, because, yeah, luckily we do have a couple of photos of what was my collection that I had a long time ago. And you'll notice that there's also another custom piece that is like a crossing that's not even, but that's another piece that my dad made for me. And my mother was a very modern person. She would have like the latest of furniture and the fashion, and she didn't really care about memorabilia, which are items not just for like a collector's item, but they're like memories in physical form. Whenever you see something from your past, it activates a memory in your head. Like, oh yeah, that was a good time that I had. It's something like autographs when you meet a celebrity, and then you're going through your drawers looking for documents or paperwork, and oh yeah, that autograph, I remember that. And get a similar vibe with the Thomas wooden stuff. And the only reason that I have these with me as in front of me in person today is because they were in the wrong toy box. That's the only reason I had them. And Mother doesn't want to say what she did with them. She says they may be in the shed, but now she's moved houses, and well, we never found it. So that's a bit dodgy that she won't admit she either threw them out or gave them away. And yeah, that's pretty sad. And I think in pop culture, we've learned to accept that a lot of items, whether it be old video games or old toys like these, they they do carry some value. Like, for whether collectors to sell them or, you know, something in person. And, well, of course, my father made a lot of custom tracks, like the station here and the crossing. And having a good look at Arthur. One of the last wooden toys that I bought was actually Boko, my favorite character. And, yeah, he's gone. But it also used to be a model shop that did sell a lot of Thomas Wooden stuff, so I would have loved to bought all that if I knew how big the Thomas was today. But yeah, I don't know how old these toys are, but I'm sure they do have some worth. And have they printed... no, not printed, I'm thinking of Yu-Gi-Oh! Have they re-released these Thomas items, like the Sodor Mining Company, with all the gold and Arthur? So yeah, I wanted to make a video on this because it's something special, isn't it? What do you think? How would you rate this custom-made station that my father made? Do you think it's something that should be sold, or what improvements would you make to it if you could make improvements? Probably a bit of paintwork and a bit of details. Yeah, you can see 1, 2, 3 pieces there. Maybe 4 pieces. But yeah, I guess I was very lucky to have my father, who was a good woodcutter, to make something like this. And he made a lot of tracks. I don't know how many he made for me, but yeah, his reason was because they were expensive. And well, looking at prices today, like, was it really that expensive? So it was cheaper to make the wooden tracks rather than buying official wooden tracks. So yeah, it still holds up pretty well. There might be hazardous right there. That if it's getting chipped like that, then you can get like a splinter. So yeah, it's amazing that this station has survived all these years. And it's a tragedy that my mother, being a modern person, just saw them outdated objects. Yeah, speaking of which, I'm gonna be doing a video on something about the hits era. I don't want to give away the title yet. I know I've been teasing it on the community tab on my YouTube channel, but hopefully next week, before the end of the month, I will have a video on the Railway series and the hit era, and let's just say you'll never see the series the same way again once it's finished. But yep, that's sadly might be the only Thomas Wooden video that I'll make, because this is all that I have left. All those tracks, those custom-made pieces, and all those toys that I have of Thomas, they're all gone. And until my mother explains or confesses like what she did with them, I will never know. But it may be a standard procedure to ask for likes and share, but if this video can get to 10,000 views, then I can show her and that there is something special, what's the word, interest, that there is interest in custom-made items, or not just even custom items, Thomas Wooden Railway in general, Thomas merchandise. People are interested in this. I mean, that's why you clicked on the video, right? So let's see how well this video does, and depending how well it does, I can show her the views and what people are saying about it in the comments. Don't have to comment if you like, but just the views, and maybe I can get some closure on what happened with my Thomas Wooden Railway toys. So yep, that's going to be the end of the video. Look forward to what I have to say about... Got it the wrong way. Oh, and look, speaking of a hit era, no brake van. It's perfect. And so, look forward to my video on the hit era and the Railway series. And until next time, take care, mates.